Question: is simplicity better than complexity? It's a false dichotomy, of course, a herring that's turned red, because it's tempting to say that things that are simple in one context are complex in another context, and vice versa. Those things which are complex in one place are simple in another place. But that's relativism, and we don't want to fall into the mire of relativism. Guys, welcome to ToK Today. My name's Daniel and I'm here to help. Today I have two free starting activities, lesson starting activities for you that you can use in your ToK lessons. They seem very straightforward, they seem very simple, but let's see if they are. Okay, the first starter activity I'm going to call Object Concept. Now this activity is super straightforward to set up. It will take you no planning time at all. Right? All you have to do is to find a photo of an object. Any object will do. You can use a random image generator if you need to, but any object will do. Put it up on your projector screen and ask the students, what ToK concept is this picture portraying? Or what ToK concept is this picture related to? And give them a few minutes to work it out, either individually or together or whatever. And then get some responses and start to have a discussion and find out why they chose those particular objects. Here's my particular object for the day. We could say it's a piece of modern art, or we could say that it is a big white giraffe looking in a mirror. What ToK concepts could we relate this to? Of course, you've got the whole idea already. Okay? You can relate these objects to absolutely any of the ToK concepts, yeah? And you can build an argument out of them. You can do that because you're a ToK teacher. What we want to do is we want to get the students to be able to do that. And if they can build that skill, then not only have they mastered doing ToK, if we're allowed to say mastered anymore, not only have they learnt how to do ToK, but they're going to do better on the ToK exhibition and they're going to do better on the ToK essay. That's the key. That's why we're here. So with this activity, students learn how to link objects to concepts and concepts to objects, which is obviously crucial for the ToK exhibition, and it builds those skills for developing knowledge arguments in the ToK essay. Secondly, it also helps them to build perspective-based arguments around the objects, which is also crucial for both the exhibition and the essay. It's a super simple activity. It takes you no time to plan at all, but it can take you a very, very long way. I've had some of my best ToK lessons, whole lessons, based on just this one activity. Those lessons where you're left leaving the room at the end of the lesson thinking, wow, that was amazing. These kids have got so much, and I'm so happy that I sort of found a way to tap into that today.
Get on with it, Daniel.
So the second starter activity that I have for you is the close-up macro starter activity. You know those things where there's a super close-up picture of an object and you have to try to guess what that object is? Well, that's what this starter activity is. You just show them one of those super macro photos of an object and you say to them, what is this object? And then you slowly reveal, by pulling the camera back, what the object is. Now, it's really useful to get them to write down their guesses as you slowly reveal the object, as you pull the camera back to reveal what it is. And that's useful because it shows them how many different things they thought this object could be, how many different ways we can interpret the same object. And obviously there are ToK connections with knowledge there. There are many different ways that we can interpret a single piece of knowledge or a single idea or a single theory or something like that. Now, this activity teaches perspective, obviously. Perspective useful because it's both a concept and it's part of the knowledge framework. Now, every student in your class, your first year ToK class, is going to know that if we look at objects from different angles, they can appear in different ways. So the first thing is we're just connecting that to knowledge. It's pretty straightforward, yeah? But crucially, we are grounding that word perspective in ToK. We're making it domain specific, and domain specificity is one of the big things in developing self-regulated learners, which is how we improve grades in ToK. So we're making perspective a domain-specific concept. So they understand that that word, which they've used in the rest of their lives, now applies in the same way in ToK. And maybe that's just sort of useful for the students who find ToK more challenging. That's one of the main groups that we're targeting when we're trying to improve our ToK grades. To be honest, these activities can, like most good starter activities, end up taking up the whole lesson and really extending thinking, just like the earlier one, which I mentioned in this video. So you can try it out and then see how far it takes you. The quality of the discussion will equal the quality of the learning. Maybe. So to go back to the original question in this video, is simplicity better than complexity? We can now answer that question without falling into the mire of relativity. Simple things can be complex, and complex things can be simple. And knowledge is better when it is both simple and complex. These starter activities are apparently very simple, but they can be very complex in their power for learning ToK and developing the student's skills in ToK. Okay guys, I hope that you find those activities useful if you've never done them before, and I would really like it if you could give me a like, and if you want more content like this, it would just be wonderful if you would give me a subscribe. There's going to be lots more content coming up on ToK today on how to raise grades in ToK and how to help your students to get better grades. I look forward to seeing you in future videos. Thanks for watching. Have a ToK-tastic day. Bye for now.